For a 2. Like, he goes to shoot at Shirokisune, and the upward recoil of the machine gun just goes straight up, and he completely misses.
Bloodies his
A
nose.
womp. Puts a hole in Jones' roof.
On an unrelated note, Joey, how much ammo do you have in the car?
It should be.
Because I know that
Yes,
was
it's
just
gonna be in
two rounds of auto fire, so that should have been like 20 bullets, I think.
Jones' assault turret holds 25 at a time.
So it's like
It'd be down to,
down to 5
be down to
rounds.
5.
Yeah.
That's cool. We have more ammo, but I don't think it can be reloaded in combat. Double check that.
Fix an action, perhaps.
All right, Bakaneko. Your brother stands before you with a flaming sword.
I don't want that.
Your move, dog.
I told you he was hot. Also, move closer to us and not further away.
Yeah, because,
Remember we
I
talked
got
about bait earlier?
I guess I'm gonna shoot him as I go away, though. Let me pull up my thing.
And you run towards my drones, they might, assuming he'll chase you towards them.
Maybe.
I don't even know if they're gonna help, but we're gonna try.
They can't hurt.
Okay.
I mean, hopefully they do hurt, actually, but...
Just not us.
I mean, for all I know,
Okay,
we
first
crash
one.
them fuckers into him, and he morphs into like this fucking Power Ranger style mech of fucking drones. I can't remember what it's called.
Don't
First
go
one's
giving the
17.
GM ideas.
I mean, that's not a bad one
Second
either.
one's 19.
I'm sorry, what was that, Barbara?
17 and 19.
All right, well, what were the attacks?
My medium pistol.
Shooting him.
Mm-hmm.
I want to give him a chance to do some Matrix shit because he's able to.
Stupid.
Okay, first one's a 20.
Okay.
Second one's a 27.
Fucking done with this bullshit.
Roll higher on your shots, man. Well, I mean, that 27, that was a crit, honestly. So,
I am rolling. Hi.
We're hitting, we're just not doing a lot of damage.
oh yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, no one's dying though, so.
Yeah. It's funny because we came out and we were doing like super high numbers to the fucking drones, and I was like, oh, okay, we're training it out, and now we're like struggling to get double digits on damage.
Get off of me, dog. Sorry, there was a bug that just dropped on me. That was wild.
Nasty.
Ew.
And then I'm running away. Onward running.
I'm
You
just-
going
Just
the
watched
wrong way.
Onward today.
Yeah, did you mean
It's
to run
always
that
blood
direction?
drones.
Come closer to me.
Closer to you, but okay.
Yeah,
gonna say, I
yeah
was
what are you
gonna go
doing?
I was gonna go towards Joan because that feels more safe to me. I don't know.
Have you
Am I
seen
gonna-
Ubix shooting? No, you're safer this way. Come on.
Okay, you know what? That
You know what?
is fair.
If you could have gotten into the car, that was a good play. But on the other hand, he might would have gotten real mad when the dude carved up his car.
This is fair. I guess either way, I have the same amount of cover.
It is his turn next, though, so I will let you
Oh.
think about that for a second.
I mean, honestly, could you go a couple more? Would you have the same amount of cover if you were like in these? No, hang on. If you were in like these spaces over here. Come on.
I don't think I can go any further.
You were here, right?
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right there.
I think you get to move like 5 or 6 squares. Yeah, what's your move?
5. Yeah.
5. Yeah.
You should have at least one more, maybe two.
2, 3,
depending.
4, 5. Yeah, I thought
can't
you
see
were.
my screen, my friend.
Oh, that's right. You're blind.
I do get
think
one
you
more.
You can theoretically
Yeah.
get there, yeah.
I'm trying to get to a point where I can actually defend you, but
My thought is, if he's gonna chase you no matter what, if he shanks you, I can at least have a better shot of getting to you to try and keep you from dying. My direction versus that direction.
Where did he go? There he is. Alright. My man Shiro. Gotta keep double checking his move. There's a lot of numbers. There's a lot of numbers.
No. Good numbers.
And then the katana is a rate of fire 1. He's only got 1 rate of fire at a time, which helps a little bit.
Oh, good. He can only decapitate me once.
I mean, I think once is all it takes, really.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point.
Okay. Roll. What is your reflex again? Did you say?
So, I don't know. Probably not enough. Reflex. is-
Just the stat. Just the stat.
It's 7.
Say,
Like,
you wanna try to get me an evasion?
Do I just roll reflex? Or do I roll evasion? Is it a separate thing? Evasion, it's a dexterity. Oh no. Oh no. It was an 11.
Okay, so
Okay, so how cooked am I, chat?
17 damage before armor.
17?
So you only take the overflow.
Okay.
I really hate to say this, but it's a melee attack, right?
Shut up,
So
Joey.
so half armor.
Okay, so, like, which armor? Like my helmet or my armor?
Body.
Body. Okay.
Unless it's like an aimed head attack, you know. Which I'm not doing.
Okay. It's like an 11, I think. Yeah, it's
So
11.
it should be 11, yeah. So it's... What did I say, 17? Or did I
I
say
think that 17 sounds right.
it's 11, so you take 6.
And a blade's 1, right?
Yeah, and then a blade's 1.
But if it
Alright.
ignores half armor,
And
it
since
would
he
add
did...
another.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I guess if you round in her favor, it would ignore another 5. I don't know.
So, like, rounding to half, it'd be 6. So 9. Yeah, you take 9.
I take 9. Okay.
Alright, and since it got through your armor,
You.
you are ignited now. You're on fire.
Yes, but no.
You're not going to start taking damage from this until next round.
This cat is on fire.
Until you take your action to put yourself out. But you're on fire.
Okay.
She's on fire. You know what? I'm actually making you on fire. Check that out. Bam.
Spicy.
Does Joel not have a fire extinguisher?
Someone come put me
You know,
out.
probably. I have one in my actual truck, so I feel like that's a good, like, indicator I would.
That's gonna... Actually, after he does that, he's gonna take the final... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4... Final 4 of his move.
Coward.
And move toward Mateo.
Oh, bless.
Coward.
He was one too far away, so that's perfect.
Well, he's
back
catching-
and face me.
Well, he's doing radiant damage on you, and then he's taking care of your party too.
Radiant.
Radiant damage these nuts. I'm
Uh,
coming for him.
All right, Mateo, your turn, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up on this fucker, and I'm gonna try. It's only 3 to get to him. I'm gonna try to skirt him. Like, I don't know if opportunity attacks or whatever, but I'm basically gonna try not to. I'm gonna try to get between him and Bakaneko, and then I'll go like to punch him, but then my like wrist flicks back at the last second, and the stake will pop out. I'm gonna try to go for 2 stabs with that.
Stabby.
Attack a 23 for the first attack, and a 24.
That's not bad, dude.
Damage for the first one is 8, but ignores half armor.
Okay, so you said 8 damage for the first one?
Yeah,
So that's 3.
and
All
then 13 for the second.
So another 3. Not bad. Which also ablates again. Solid turn, Mateo. Solid turn.
It was more than 2 damage. That's all I can ask for. I
Right?
can only go up from here.
He's not at half yet, but you're getting pretty close. I'm not gonna tell you how close, but all right, Dallas.
Well, y'all know what it is.
Don't control your drone swarm.
Yeah, Dallas seeing all this going on, he's gonna cringe a little bit, knowing what it feels like to be set on fire. He's got some sympathy. He's gonna send Bakaneko sympathy and good vibes.
Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, thoughts and-
that's actually very fucked up, and I love it.
y'all hear Dallas like pull air through his teeth. Sorry about that.
In their house.
Yeah, that's even better. Been in their house. Dallas will, assuming they can make it. I think they can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. So even this furthest drone back here is only 7 squares away from this guy. He is just, drone swarm, bullet seed, bullet drones. Yeah, I don't know. I like to think they all try to crash into him at once. Like, we've been
All right.
like Dragon Ball Z, where someone like places a bunch of energy balls and just smashes somebody with them.
Yeah.
Except they're drones.
All right, so that's I'm gonna let you move them all at once for 1 control action, but the individual tokens are 1 control each. So you'll have to do a control action, then a control action, and a control action.
Okay.
To move individual tokens. All right, so how many you gonna send at them? Because you still have your full 3.
I will send all 3.
Zoop. Catches them completely off guard.
So-
See here.
Are there, and I know there are not rules for this, what are the chances he could try to use them to knock him off the edge?
Pretty good.
Ooh.
If one of these hits for a crit, I'll allow you to roll that.
If he wasn't like lightning sword Kakashi, I would say your odds are pretty decent. But
Earlier when he popped up in front of Crave, that's all I wanted was for Crave to like spark to kick him off the edge.
Golly. Unfortunately for you, it was a substitution jutsu. He turns into a log.
no.
I had to determine how to roll this. This is, you know what, Devin, roll me 3 d20s
Here, I'll roll these on the thing.
because I have his evasion rolls, so I just need.
2, 3. I want to look at these now. Oh, the first one's a 1. That's dumb. A 19 and a 16.
Okay, one of these make it through and hit him. So give me 4d6.
Oh, so close to the crit. That's 14 damage total.
Damage for another 3. he sees this cloud of drones coming at him, and it catches him off guard as he's raising his flaming sword at Mateo. And he dodges one, and then two, and then as he dodges the second one, he kind of spins a little bit, and then the third hits him in the shoulder. Doesn't knock him off guard. It doesn't knock him down, but it definitely knocks him off guard.
How many feet away am I from this big drone here? Like, since I'm up above it, I know I can't move more than 6 meters away. How far this way can I move, if at all?
I'd give you half movement speed once you're on top of the roof.
So I can move 3 squares? So I can move here and still be within range of this guy?
Actually, you can do one more because I think I rolled it. It was like a 2 meter. It's like 2 meter high on this building.
One more then. Puts me within 9. So close and yet so far. Dallas will. I am jacked into the drone, so I can only use one pistol. He's gonna use his. He's gonna use his one pistol that he can still shoot with. I rolled the 19, which will hit. Damage for another 10 damage. Sad. It's not great.
10 damage. Wait, I'm sorry. What was that damage coming from? Oh no, that was for your meat action. That's right. That's right.
Yes, sir. Dallas is going all the way, trying to save my Echo.
So that's one more. Okay, right. As Shiro Kasune is finally reaching bloody territory. The Kevlar suit that he has is starting to show like bits of wear and bullet impacts. Gravy, is your turn.
Cool. Some of this is flavor. Let me know if it's not allowed as I go to do it. I'm gonna pull the bulletproof shield off my back, and I'm gonna like slam it down with my arm to wedge it between the wall and sort of the panel that I'm standing on, so it's like between me and the cat lady over here. As I cut my eyes over to her, and then I'm gonna take a shot at Shiro.
I think I'll have to rule that like planting the shield would cost an action.
In that case, I won't do that. I'm still gonna shoot him.
Yeah,
I love that visual though.
What you got? Yeah, that's a good visual.
It was a good try. 22, which definitely hits anywhere in this range area.
Hell yeah, dude. He got a crit. He got a crit fail on his evasion on this one.
Baby, that's 15 damage.
15 damage after getting knocked off guard by a drone swarm. You're able to get a shot through.
I like to imagine as he's spinning around, the drone hits one shoulder and I pop a bullet in the other one.
Yeah. Bam. Only one damage really gets through, but you've officially got him into bloody territory. He has half health, my man.
Huh? Okay.
Okay, we're coming up to Minx.
I like how I don't think we've shot at her once. At least not recently. I don't know about the whole fight, but like everyone's like, no, kill the fox.
I shot her on my last turn and then was immediately like, nah, I'm just gonna kill this guy.
Yeah.
He is mildly problematic.
Oh yeah, he did set our friend on fire. I think that we all have the same trick, like where Dallas has the response of, "Oh yeah, I know how that feels." The rest of us are like, "Fuck, not again."
I guess let me ask you a question before we move on. This space right here, can I still see over here everything else that's going on if I get back there, or is it blocked by whatever this structure is?
The way that it's shaded, that looks like it might be like a stairwell down into the building, maybe?
It's a ramp down, not a ramp up. That makes sense. I'm going to use just some movement to wedge myself between these two units to give myself a little bit of cover.
There you go. Alright, Ubik's turn. Seeing this flaming sworded fox kind of dancing between you guys. he'll kind of radio through and be like, "This looks kind of dicey. You guys have it for now? You need assistance?"
There's a fire extinguisher under the passenger seat. Get into Bakaneko.
I think having
Drive it to her.
I think having him get to Bakaneko with the car sounds like a decent plan, assuming we can get the car off the rooftop. After that.
Well, we got it onto the rooftop, so I assume there's like, I think we talked about it being a parking deck or something that we were on.
Guess you could just drive in reverse back the other way.
So you'd have to drive it off of the parking deck onto the adjoining rooftop.
Onto the roof. I do have a combat plow.
Well, and technically, we just determined there's a ramp down over here for indeterminate reasons. So you couldn't, you can get it back off the roof later.
Drive through this fucking apartment building. Combat plow taking down every support beam along the way. Load it up and trucking. Now that's Dukes of Hazzard, excuse me. I misquoted. Just a good old boy.
I don't know why I can't find it. I don't know why I can't find a good one. But this whole plan, honestly, is reminding me of like the Batman Begins like Tumblr thing where he's driving on the roofs and whatnot. Let me look up these rulings real quick on something the rulings on something real quick. See here. All right, so Ubik is going to get in the car, which was left running, I'd imagine, so he doesn't have to start it or anything like that.
I think they were in it. Yeah, they've just been chilling with the AC on,
Okay, so he's going to try to make it the full distance off of here to Bakaneko. Which actually, Joey, what is the move on Joan, by the way? I want to see how far I can really get.
I think it's like 20. I thought it was more than that, but
yeah, I can make it.
Oh, I've got NOS. I can double it.
All right, so he's gonna try to get to here
with the combat plow. And the NOS this extra.
Knocking down all these. This is going to go entirely on his drive lane vehicle skill, which he has no points in. And it is going to count as a jump, since he's going to have to drive off of the top of the parking deck onto a lower building.
Okay.
Which is going to require a 17, because I remember I made you roll. I ruled that a 17 was enough
over
for
the canyon.
Dukes of Hazzard off the canyon, so this is only
oh no.
For 7. Ubik. Okay, so how much distance was that going to be? So it's like a 16, so 8. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say he manages to drive up onto this roof, but he hits the bottom and then it stalls the car out a little bit. Car doesn't stop, but you hear like the oil pan hit the concrete.
The drone is dragging beneath Joan.
Maybe it sounds real expensive. the axle might have been fucked.
It made my mom cringe. She's like, "Yeah, you don't want to bust your oil pan.
You really don't." All right, and this is gonna give Ubik whiplash, cause yeah, it does.
Welcome to the Whiplash Club.
And Joey, what's the structural damage points for Joan?
She's got a good bit. I think it's like 70. Let me see. Yeah, 70.
It's did an upgrade recently, right? Made it pretty tanky.
Yeah, the heavy chassis, I think.
Joan takes 29 damage
Oh,
Ooh. Yeah,
as it hits the concrete of the roof next to us.
damn.
fantastic.
It was a valiant effort.
Mateo's gonna be like, you didn't even have to turn, you just had to go straight.
Just smacked on the ground.
He tried though. I'll give him points for that.
It was like it was a little more like this.
Yeah, right. crit fail. Rolls a -8.
All right, Bakaneko, if you don't want to take 2 damage, you gotta manually put yourself out, and that takes your action.
Okay, but I got a question. Like, what if I make contact with my brother? Would he catch on fire by proxy since I was on him? Like, would the fire spread?
The burning hug. My goodness,
Yeah.
I've only heard about it.
I mean,
Read about it in the ancient manga.
if you want to run right back into his effective combat range.
I could with my fucking mono wire.
Man, it's up to you. If you want to stay on fire, you can. I'm not your dad.
Yeah, but that's
You
what
can stay on fire.
I would like to catch him on fire. That'd be great.
What is the mechanical aspect of being on fire? Is it like a damage at the start of your turn or something? Like, what's the?
Yeah, it's 2 damage at the start of your turn unless you put yourself out. So you're gonna
So if
take 2
I
So you are gonna take 2 damage regardless, since you are on fire.
Okay.
But
Hey,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
spent a whole turn trying to hit it, or I hit him twice and did 2 damage. So really, that's kind of not a bad deal.
That's what I'm saying. But what if I set him on fire?
let me check.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well,
I'm
I'm
I would
agreeing.
love to set him on fire. Is what I'm saying with my hugs.
with the power of friendship.
Also, because at what hit points does Trauma Team get involved?
Oh,
You gotta be I'd say at least 20% health. You gotta be real low.
Okay, I'm keeping an eye because I'm
Like
Getting
nearing
close
death
to half.
saves kind of thing.
getting close to half. So, but I do have a subscription.
I am going to count this hug as a grapple.
Okay,
So run up to him and give me a brawling check.
all right, big brother.
I was about to say, can she like say his name and like get advantage to catch him off guard or something? Like,
Okay,
Only
let
if
me
Barbara remembers what his first name actually is.
ah!
Oh, no. You can't ask me that when I've been sick all day.
Mm-hmm. Shirokasune is not his name. Same way Bakaneko is not your name.
Got a 16 on my brawling check.
16.
I was looking for flaming hug gifts and I found this and I just have to share it.
Yeah. Fuck, Joey.
I don't know why it exists, but it just felt relevant. I don't know. Enjoy.
And if need be, I have 3 luck points I can add to that.
Okay, so what was your roll again? Sorry.
16.
A 16. Okay. Ooh, 16 meets.
But in favor of the defender, right? So if I add a luck point, I'm in the clear.
Mm.
Because I have 3 of them bitches. So I will use one of them to flaming hug my brother. Bubba, why?
Bubba. That would be so
Bubba.
funny if that was your term of endearment for your Japanese as fuck brother.
Oh my god. Was it Oni-san or whatever?
Oni-san.
One-san?
Oh, nice sound.
Anyway, let's see here. Shirokasune would be... He'd
Do
be
I do
facing...
damage?
No, hold on. He'd be facing Mateo, kind of distracted with him. So, like, while you kind of run up and hug him grab him from the side, you kind of pin his elbow to his side with, that has a sword.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of interrupts his attack a little bit because he was gonna
Yeah.
also attack you. And yes, this also catch him on fire.
Does my brawling do any damage? Do I need to roll for damage on it?
No, since you're just hugging him. I'm just
Just
counting it as
hugging him.
I was just counting it as a grapple.
Okay, and then he catches fire, so we're in this together.
Yeah, there's your damage right there. Like, what do you want? Like,
Love something, set it on fire. Toasty.
Fire Fist Ace would like a word.
all right, as we get to the end of this initiative, only because I forgot to introduce it because I said I was going to, and I didn't anyway. But you hear during all this, Bakaneko, as you grab your brother at his side, and you see his suit to start to catch fire a little bit. You hear the loud roar of a motorcycle engine,
Yeah.
and down the street comes Tetsukage.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's
Bam.
Borgin time.
He kind of tears down the street and then does like an Akira bike slide.
That's him. Get him.
Ours looks cooler, just you know.
That man ain't my son.
No, we really didn't. Don't fool yourself, kid.
He'll kind of like make eye contact with. He's gonna try to like glare at Shiro, but he'll also see you attached to them with both of you being on fire, and be a little concerned about that.
I'm fine.
All right, he's gonna start making actual attack, like actual blah 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 actions next round. All right, we're at Shiro Kusune.
On fire.
See how many of these do I get?
He takes 2 damage, right?
Ooh, yes, because you did catch him on fire. Good job.
Yes, since he's on fire.
Let's see here. What was it? It was gonna be. Should I get back to his? It's a recovery. Never mind. All right, give me one more brawling check.
Oh, okay. See if I've still grapply him.
See if you can hold on.
You said brawling?
Beat a 22.
Oh, no, I did not. I got a 13. Fire, cut me some slack.
That what did you get?
13?
Okay, well that's not terrible. Nothing terrible is gonna happen because of it.
Okay.
But he kind of disengages from you. Takes a step back and stands
Someone push
on,
him.
and then has to use his action to put himself out.
Someone push him off the edge.
Well, Mateo, it is your turn.
I feel like he's going to. I feel like he's going to land on his. So how's he looking? He's bloodied. He's on fire.
No, he's not on fire.
Oh, he just put himself out. That's right.
He took the damage, but yeah.
I can go light him up again. Hold on.
Just continually hug your brother. I mean, if it makes him waste his action economy, that's not that bad.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Would it be a brawling check, an athletics check? What would a shove be?
I would also do that as a brawling check.
Brawling?
I'd say it was like almost kind of like a tackle push kind of thing.
Keep
got
brawling.
Decent brawling. Let me see. I feel like it would just be so much.
You guys are gonna not believe this, but I found a second relevant Step Brothers gif.
Yes.
I could do the brawling, but it's so much less. It's like half the modifier of my melee weapon. So I feel like I'm better off just trying to keep stabbing them.
Especially since it has half armor.
Yeah, I feel like I've got to go stabby stab.
Well, maybe stabbing him makes him fall.
I can hope. Oh, well, I rolled a nat 1 for an 11 for the first one.
Pitiful.
See, if that was my grapple check, I would have went over that edge.
Okay, so that first one. Yeah, that doesn't count. Yeah. He evades the fuck out of that one.
The second one, the second one's a 10 for a 34.
Sweet.
Feast or famine.
Damn. He critted, but he didn't beat 34.
Yes.
He only got 31. He only got 31.
That's the highlight of Mateo's life right there. Like, he fucks up that first hit, and like Shiro Katsune sees an opening and like goes for him, and he Mateo like twists his the spike, instead of coming straight out the arm, he like flicks it to where it becomes like a stabbing weapon instead, and uses that to parry and like catch him in the neck, or try to. 11 damage. I don't know how much it's actually gonna deal, but
Hey, wait, Ben, is his name Akira? I can't remember. I'm still trying to think.
It is. Good job.
Okay, thank you. Akira Chiba.
Retroactive advantage.
I gave you a hint with the Akira slide too.
I know, but my brain's not working because it's half functioning.
Okay.
and
All right,
that's
yes. So what was the damage for that? I'm sorry.
11.
7. Which only ignores 3. Jesus. Okay. 2. He's not looking good.
Bust him up.
Okay. Dallas, your turn, buddy.
How many of those drones survived that last encounter there? Were they all 3 still there?
I'd say 2 did.
Okay. I will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. So I'll use all 3 of my net actions to. I'll move one of the ones that are back all the way forward, and the other 2 that are right there, and I will, try to get him with them. I'll try to smack him with them. So it looks like I rolled another 1 and 2 7s.
Oof.
Aye, aye.
Yikes.
Aye, aye, aye.
Mm-hmm.
Then of course.
Invaded the fuck out of those, my man.
Yeah. Then of course I will try to shoot him. Where's my DV? I think it's 15. It is 15. 25, but not a crit. Sad. Damage. 19 damage total.
Goddamn, 24 evasion. Yeah. So, said how many damage you said?
19.
19.
Oh, there's a history button in here somewhere.
Also, shout out to DJ Wageman for all these fucking solid tracks. I'm over here grooving to Cyberpunk.
Really, truly.
Bro, same. Whole session, I'm just over here bobbing my head a little bit.
Right?
Ooh, alright, Crave. You're up, buddy.
You know what it is? I'm gonna pop my head
Get
over
him.
this AC unit, and I'm gonna shoot that dude square in his stupid fox face.
Don't break the mask. I kind of want it.
Rolled a 19, which will definitely hit at all those ranges unless he dodges it. For 17 damage.
Fortunately,
Nice.
his evasion was 21.
Suck it. That's alright.
Oh, can you retroactively look too, or
Well, that's what I was gonna ask, but it feels weird to be like, how can I use
After
luck
the
points
check.
there?
yeah? that's
Feels
a good
weird.
point.
It's up to you.
Sorry, what was it again?
Like using luck points after you find out someone else's roll seems weird. Like hearing it out loud. But
Yeah. I'll say next time.
you're the boss.
We didn't already roll it beforehand.
I'm popping back behind the unit.
2. She's only got 5. Shit. Take. Say 2 to get down. 3, so she'd be able to get here. Mateo would not be up on the ledge, so he wouldn't be too visible. Yeah, Max is gonna come up. She's gonna shout towards Shira Kasune something about Texukage arriving to alert him of it. And she is going to take a couple shots at him. Or just the one, really. With her very heavy pistol. Bam, bam, bam. For a 16. Shit. 7-meter range. A lot of numbers, man. See this buddy evades, which he does. Manx goes alerts Shiro Katsune of Tetsukage's arrival and takes a shot at him, which he dodges after turning to hear her yelling. Going to Ubik's turn, he kind of groans and grabs his neck, and he says. He's like, I hope we can find a way to get this car off. I don't. I'm just gonna stop driving it. I'm gonna stop driving it if that's okay, Mateo.
I've got the winch. It's fine.
He's gonna look at Shiro, whose overcoat is kind of in tatters at this point, and he's gonna be like, once again, I think they have it. And we're gonna go to Bakaneko.
Okay. I'm gonna try and fucking hug him again. I was like, no, come back here. I'm not done with you while I'm on fire.
Wow.
Shit, that was an 8. Rolled a 1.
But advantage, because you remembered his name, maybe?
I finally remembered his name.
I'm gonna let you roll one more time. I'm gonna let you roll one more time.
Les, I got a 7.
You are a benevolent GM. Bless you.
Okay, back to domestic violence allegations.
Fucking better. On that note, I rolled a 21 for brawling.
Suck my dick.
Oh
Okay.
no!
You are abusive. You love hurting
this-
your wife in game.
This second time, he's not quite as caught off guard by this tactic since you just used it at the same time.
That's
just-
very valid.
For a half a second, he flashes back to childhood where a very young version of you, maybe like 7 or 8 years old, has tried this very tactic before.
When your sibling gets in the pool and you're still dry and they suddenly want to hug. Like,
And this is mostly coming from an older brother perspective because I remember this tactic too, and I'm going to do the same thing. You're going to get 11 damage from this, which ignores half armor because it's a melee. And he sees you running at you the second time, and he picks his foot up, and your chest just meets his foot. He kicks you square in the chest.
Putting out the fire.
You know what? Sure.
Standing out the fire.
You know what? Fair. Okay, I get it. Again, you hit the ground. I guess it roll. You know, there's a roll.
Hell yeah, I'll take it.
Isn't it always like raining in Night City? Surely there's some like just water accumulated here.
Actually, I could find this.
Putting out the fire.
God, you got this.
Barbara, that wrecked me.
You guys really have him backed into a corner here.
Jump,
Well-
jump.
On a ledge, I should say. Find it. All right.
I feel like if he does the jump, he's gonna do it really cool, and I'm gonna try to do it to follow him, and I'm gonna break my fucking leg.
Kind of expected him to have a little bit more health by the time Tetsukage arrived. Okay, I did do a roll for this earlier, so in true fashion, he's gonna do exactly what Tetsukage did the last time when Shiro arrived, when Tetsukage was with you guys. Although there's like that super bike I was telling you about, right? You hear a whirling, and there's a flying motorcycle coming up on autopilot.
Stupid.
Oh, nice. Oh, maybe not nice.
Sure, Kasune, I'm
No.
gonna, you know what? At this point, I'm gonna say Akira looks at you, Bakaneko. He kicks you in the chest, and as soon as you hit the ground and you kind of winded a little bit, he just kind of looks at you and just flips you off, and then does a backflip off of the building.
Good hiss at him.
For fairness, I'm gonna roll athletics.
God, I would love for him to like fucking face plant.
Fortunately, he didn't.
Damn
But
it.
as he backflips off, he kind of disappears from your view below the edge, and he lands on his AV bike and flies the hell off.
I'm gonna scream edgelord at him as he runs away.
Tetsukage kind of shows up on top of the building around the same time he leaves.
What took you so long, you hunk of junk?
So, I don't know what his speed is, but I know I'm next in initiative. Can I try to shoot him a couple of times before he gets out of range?
Yes, I'll have him right here.
Bless you, sir.
Get him!
If part of me wants to get in Joan and run this motherfucker down, but I don't think I could get
Oh my
her off
God,
the
he's
building
not gonna
without
launch
like
your car again.
totaling her. I mean,
with your
I might.
with your busted axle.
Like, it's fine. It's repairable. 7 meters. Oh, okay. No, that's good. Oh, but my fucking my nice gun is fucking empty. That's okay. I have my Beretta.
Actually, hold on a second. Let me see what the move of his bike is, because I know it's crazy. I don't think it's crazy, but where'd he go?
Well, he took up some of his movement points doing that flashy backflip.
You know what? That's
He wanted to gloat, so he takes a penalty.
it's gonna be. Well, it is 60 movement speed.
Mm.
So if
But
you can do it, so what are you trying to do? I don't think you'll be able to like get into a car and actually like intercept him too fast.
No, I don't think I would be able to either. I'm just gonna try to get a couple of shots off, see if I can. Actually, can I try to see if I know enough about this bike to like shoot a part of it to disable it, like with an aimed shot?
Okay, so that's gonna be a land vehicle tech, because I know there's like the drive and there's like a vehicle tech.
That I'm pretty decent in. Gonna try. Yeah. Okay. Plus 17. Fuck yeah. 20. Only got 3.
Okay, 20. You see that this is a it's like a standard super bike, like a straight racing bike, but it's been retrofitted with an AV engine. So it's kind of like a hover bike at the same time, like a jet bike. And you notice that these models, like the jets that they use stabilizer jets at the side. And you notice that like if one of those get damaged on one side, it kind of overcompensates, and they're very hard to control. So if you got to give me an aimed shot.
Yeah. Oh, that's a 6.
Mm.
Rip. It
And you'll have-
does have a rate of
you'll have-
fire of 2. Can I
Yeah,
try
you're-
again?
Yeah, do one more shot because you have 2.
Bless. That's a 12.
Still no,
Well.
it's not good enough, buddy. I mean, you're trying to shoot a moving
Went
target
for it.
too.
Yeah. That's okay. I gave it a shot.
Still sends a
Give it a
message, you know.
Yeah.
All right, guys. It seems you have survived the parade as well as the assault of Shirokisune.
I spray down Bakaneko.
I stand on top of the AC unit and look at Dallas, and he sees me tuck an EMP grenade back in my belt. So I say, I'd rather take a nap anyway. Another day. And I'm gonna go to Bakaneko and hit her with a speed heal.
Yeah.
Okay. Bakaneko, you get however many health you get from that.
Let me figure that out really quick, sorry. It's like in a weird place on my stats. I don't know.
So we got the special drone. You accessed the program, so that's good from like an
The large drone is destroyed. You were able to salvage the net architecture that was fitted onto it. Because usually these large drones, they usually have 2 slots where they can usually have like 2 guns or a camera and a gun. This one had one gun and the net architecture put onto it. The net architecture was able to not be destroyed because, you know, it wasn't able to self-destruct and turn into slag since it was still active when you were able to plug into it. But you do have the 3 of the air swarm drones that are still active.
Yes, that is nice. A poik.
He,
Is Mink still down here? Is that a problem?
Oh, no. I just honestly forgot she was there. She's kind of like a partner of Shiro, so if he leaves, she's also leaving.
yeah, maybe next week Dallas might try to make some rolls to rip that net architecture out, or at least take those drones with him, even if they die, and make a new net architecture for them, or something. Or some variation on that.
Having weaponized drones at the fucking Black Mass is, I mean, just again for security purposes. Like, I'm not mad at it.
All right.
Oh, actually, two at the Black Mass and one I'll install to like attach to your bike somewhere. Then you can have like a deployable drone
Or
from your
backpack.
bike.
Okay. Well, camera drones. All right.
Drone backpack. It's a
Uh,
guard dog.
Bakaneko,
I'm just
you
gonna
just
make a
gain
guard
your
dog.
body plus your will. There's no rolling. Just whatever your body and your will are, add them up, put it back in your health.
Okay, sweet. Body 7.
But yeah.
Hey, shit. Will
Good job.
8.
Good job, guys. Good job.
That's fun. Rooftop samurai fight.
That's 15 points. Hell yeah.
It's only a good job if we killed him. No, I'm just saying. I wanted blood. That was fun though.
But yeah, I'll give you guys a list of whatever loots you would get from this. Because I know you do have the net architecture and then the 3 working drones.
Did we accomplish our goal? It feels like no, because they did go rogue, but we stopped them.
Well, Dallas was able to secure the net architecture that was controlling the drones.
Yeah, but
There's
like,
there's
was-
still technically 2 levels that I can dig through that may have something we either want to give to Styles or shed some light on stuff.
I gotcha. I just didn't know if like one of our objectives was to specifically stop like, I don't know. I just wonder
Well,
if we
I
got
mean-
like the full perks, but I guess we'll figure that out when we talk to Styles.
I mean, you did stop a drone rampage.
It was spooky.
I mean, at the beginning of the fight, they were kind of flying in a V formation, so they were really just flying down the street. I mean, you can see all the dead people they've already gotten.
Mm-hmm.
They were just going after everybody. So yeah, you stopped a robotic slaughter. and you were able to secure a Reaper net architecture, which isn't nothing to sneeze at either.
That sounds
Hell yeah. Traded some blows with the fox.
Hell yeah. We got to run that character. You guys did a lot better than I thought you would. Honestly, I'm like, I might have made this too strong. I think